What up, though, y'all? Welcome to the podcast. My name's SoFarSoRay. I got a couple new guests with me today. Make sure y'all hit that like, comment, and subscribe so y'all get updated with all new content I post. So I got two individuals with me. They're a couple. I've been knowing them for a good while. You know, they've been working and building on things together. We're going to get into some real sensitive conversations that deal with the culture of the people, relationships, black families, and all of that. Introduce yourselves.
Okay, I'm Tamar.
Okay, my name is Kenneth,
You say my name Kenneth.
Mhm.
Got okay. So far as first off, we're gonna start with by saying like how long y'all been together?
We've been together for what is it, 3 years now?
So we knew each other since 2016, but, I had to move back to New York. I'm really from New York, you
Yup,
feel me?
yup.
New York, you feel me? But I moved back, we still in a little contact, whatever case may be. But I just came back out here 2023. So So if we count the 1 year that we was together in 2016, 2017, and then now the years that from 2023 to 2025 now, we kind of has 3 years. But we've been knowing each other since 2016.
Okay, and far as y'all being together for that duration of time, based on y'all own relationships and what y'all see going on in the world, what's some advice y'all can give, or better yet, what's some problems that y'all see going on, and what's some solutions based on y'all own experiences that y'all can give?
I would say I'm gonna answer your first question. Advice, communication. Everybody know that, but that is really, really important.
Definitely.
Most definitely, like you have to forgive. You have to forgive, and you have to trust. So if you don't do that, then it's just like it's not gonna be right. That's what I would say.
And for me, it's definitely like, as a man, sometimes, men think, some men come from the type of situations where we come from. We think we can't show our emotions, we can't express our feelings. So sometimes, like when you got a woman that you actually love and actually want to build with, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to like show and express certain feelings with your woman. Um, that does not make you weak. It actually makes you a stronger man to a certain point because now your woman looking at you in a different light. You know, but at the end of the day, though, also another one is like I'm gonna reiterate what she said. It's the communication, man. Because sometimes we just think that she doing her thing, and we all doing the other things. But at the end of the day, though, we still got to come back to the same table. And now we both got different stuff or stuff on our mind and different energies when we should have just communicated it from the beginning.
Mhm.
So communication, like I said, I want to reiterate that for sure.
And to answer the second part of your question, um, what is the problem going on? Like, what is the effect in the relationship that's going on now? Just going off of our relationship, I would say to help people, I would say basically, you just really got to be there for each other. And you definitely just got to, if you like somebody or if you love them, you just got to just be there. That's it. And you cannot listen to what other people say. It doesn't matter if
Hmm.
they've been through it. Everybody mostly been through the same thing in relationships, but it hit you different. So you cannot listen to everybody or how like what they've been through or how they handled it. It's about how you and your partner handle it. That's what I would say.
Definitely, like you cannot compare
That's right.
everybody else relationship,
That's
their
right.
lifestyle, they everyday
What they
lives
did.
Hmm.
to how you do your own relationship.
That's right.
And also, what I want to do my own way was just like, it's just like I feel like advice. Just try to be truthful as you possibly can, because I promise you, the truth gonna come out. You hear me? Like you might think you the slickest, slimy, or even for both genders,
Hmm.
the woman as well. You might think you sliding, you slipping, you dipping and dodging. The truth is gonna come out. So just be truthful. Like if you feel like you leave that woman on to tell her that you love her and do this and that and the third, and then you're still trying to slide, like that's worse than being truthful with the woman.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, because I see a lot of deceit going on, like in the culture of the people, as far as relationships, marriage, if it get to that, or just like the situationships and the flings and all of that. It's like a lot of connections are being made spiritually through soul ties from sexual partners and things of that nature, but nobody have a real covering as far as a commitment and going under a covenant with God. Instead, it's a lot of people out here having sex. It's children coming out of it. It's toxic situations, violence. It's so many different things that's been like a byproduct of these connections that we have casually. So I guess for sure, I would say far as casual dating or the intention, I feel like the intention should be put forth when meeting someone and dealing with someone.
Yes.
And casual dating has been destroying society as of now. So how do y'all feel about intentions when building something? And do you see the difference between what casual dating is doing to society versus coming in with intention as far as looking to build something, going into a specific direction? It's like the culture has been, zapped.
Like
For me, I feel like people be going through so much stuff, so I feel like it plays a part of like trauma bonding, and that also get in the way too, because it's like, okay, I've been through so much, and I'm not saying that I've been through what you've been through, but it kind of feel the same, so it's like we can relate on our feelings, and I feel like that has a lot to do with like the flings,
trauma bonding.
Yeah, like that's really, really big.
People be bonding through the experiences that they had when they was younger, some of the pain.
Or even as an adult, what they've been through, not to cut you off, but even like as an adult, like I've been through this, life was so hard or whatever. I didn't know that, life could be so hard as an adult. I'm thinking that I just have to go to work, pay my bills, but everybody know that it's much more than that. So it's like,
then you have somebody dealing with poverty.
Right.
Yeah, you have situations where one person may be doing good, the other person not, or they both might be doing good, and then the hardship come along.
That's right.
And a person might start to move into their lower aspect of themselves, like they be feeding off of their emotions or the things that they really want to fill a hole or a void for the things that they have not overcame yet. Like you might be poor or struggling with bills and stuff like that, and as a means, you go find a way to make yourself feel good. And that's when you got people that come together, they having sex, they getting drunk, they getting high, they numbing the pain, this and that, instead of addressing some of the problems. And then you have situations where people meet each other through all them circumstances.
And I feel like that's where it mess up at, because that's the trauma. Because it's like y'all not really making a connection. Y'all just going through something. And it's so crazy because like when you going through something and you see that another person is going through something, y'all can connect. Like it's so crazy. Like you can actually connect. You can relate. Instead of actually like connecting with a person and seeing who they really is, like with the person that you really like. It's a different connection, if you ask me.
So what does go ahead.
What do you think about it?
I was going to say, like, far as like, so it's like with certain, like, so you ask the question, like, when you, for the relationship, like when you first meet, if y'all going to like try to build it, or like how the relationship's supposed to start, right? I feel like these days, a lot of individuals are opportunists. They might not even like the individual, but they
can get out of it.
They might be, like you said, in poverty or low on energy,
or just want more.
If I'm saying low on and want more, and then they see opportunity, they not even like the person, or they're not even like, they might just like what the person can give to them. And then that's a bad way to start. Like I feel like if you start in a casual situation, which is, it's not, feel me, like spiritually,
probably built out of lust.
Yeah, it's lust, definitely lust. Like, but at the end of the day, though, we all human. You feel me? Like ain't nobody in this world can say that they don't have lust or sin or nothing like that, right? But it's about you being a strong individual to know what that is and block it, or just get it out your mind. But far as like, if you do meet an individual, like in my situation, I met, tomorrow a woman, you feel me? I knew, like, yo, look, I want to build something with her. You feel me? But look, it took me some time to really like, okay, yeah, that stuff that's in my mind, that lust, that XYZ, this is trying to disconnect the energy and the feelings that I have for this woman. You know what I mean? And it took me. You got to be strong, bro. Like honestly, you have to be strong because that's a strong power. That lust. I mean,
Definitely.
I'm telling you, like I don't know, like for other men it might be easy, but for me, the way I was raised and stuff like that, that's a strong individual. That's a strong power. Period. But I feel like you have to like in initial your intents. Don't try to be with somebody or say that you love somebody just because of what they can do for you or what they are doing for you, or this offer this lust, like this offer just the sex is good, the head is good, or she got a car, I don't got a car,
right?
No, things in that nature, like the material things, it's not gonna go with you, bro. Like your spirit, your like this like I always say this. It's your word in your balls. You feel me? Like your as a man, like as a man, you gotta keep it real.
That's right.
And I agree with that too because it's like it's more so like building, like in what your intentions is. Like for us, like we talk about a lot, like our future and stuff like that, like what we want to do and like what we gonna do next year. We even talk about stuff like what we gonna do next week, or we got like 5-week goals, or we got like a month goals, or like 2-month goals, or like next year goals. And I feel like that's really healthy because it gives us something to look forward to and keep us together. And I feel like that's what a lot of people they intentions should be like it's not like you said, it shouldn't just be about lust, or it shouldn't just be about the sex, or you got a car, I don't, you got a house, I don't, you got more money, I don't. We can actually build this together, you know what I'm saying? Like I never really looked at it like that, like what I have and what a person don't have. Of course it would help, but if you really do love somebody for real, that's just being real.
That's the truth.
But if you really do love somebody, it's not about what they have and what they don't have. You know what I'm saying? Like you can always build this thing together. It's possible. So
y'all get down with the 50-50. And I know 50-50 don't just mean, most people think it's like a half finance, half finance.
That's not us.
No.
Okay, wait.
No, but I'm saying this the understanding you gotta have on what 50-50 really is. I believe 50-50 means equally yoked. It means y'all amount of effort and what y'all put forth towards y'all connection.
Okay.
That's the 50-50.
Okay,
I understand the modern version of 50-50.
Okay.
About one half, this and that. So if he was down on his knuckles, say he was paying everything 100%, and he was down on his knuckles at a time, we diving back into the financial modern 50-50.
Okay.
And you had to pick up the slack for him. Would that be something you would do temporarily?
I would do it as long as I would have to until he come back
to it. Yeah. Because it's society just been so messed up with all this 50-50 stuff, and it's like people are so focused on just the money. It's like 50-50 is in regard to the effort. Y'all being equally yoked, y'all understanding y'all roles, y'all both stepping in that and actually moving forward toward that effort,
But you want to know, it's so crazy because like and it's not crazy, it's just like what happened for real. This is like speaking real, like we really is together. So it's like this is not just, you know what I'm saying, we is doing the podcast, but that has happened with us before. Like sometimes I be down and I don't have it for a minute, then he take over, or sometimes he don't have it and I take over. We don't let that come in between us. Like what I love about our relationship, is that we share. We actually do share for real. So I like that about us.
And then like me, it's not even about that. Like I look at it as like, yo, we are together, right?
Right.
We're here together.
Right.
So if you're lacking, I'm lacking. You feel me? Like we gotta make sure we have like you said, we plan stuff out. Like we talk every day about the next day or what we gotta do. Like we have that communication. Now we talked about communication earlier about the other question. We have that it's not a barrier between that with us. Like we know what we gotta do, and then and we hold each other accountable. That's the difference though. You hold each other accountable.
That's the most important part. Accountability.
You know how many times I got cursed out, man?
I know. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna quote a couple scriptures too. That's in alignment with the topic and stuff. From biblical stance, 1 Corinthians 6-18. Flee from sexual immorality. All other sins a person commits are outside their body, but whoever sins sexually sins against their own body. So do y'all understand the soul ties that are formulated through, the partners, sexual partners and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So
that's deep.
Seeing how today's society is, and being somebody that is promiscuous, and the effects that comes from that in the dating culture, like what are the effects y'all been seeing from just
each other?
knowing people? Yeah, from each other, as well as just knowing people that has that have a very promiscuous spirit. Like, it's the dating culture. The dating culture is casual dating. It leads into sex. Most people not dating to marry and anything. They're dating to get some money out of somebody, to get some sex out of somebody. The man dating the women body, the women dating their man pocket, or vice versa. You got the man trying to get some money too.
It's another way. I'm gonna make a turn on this to answer your question. The soul ties, I look at it like that is very, 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 very strong. The energy is very strong. So the connection is very strong when you have sex with somebody and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like okay, this is just a prime example. Somebody, and like they go to work every day, or they got this high energy or whatever, but they've been with this one person every day, or like they go with them, and now you see the person that you've been knowing for years, and you're like, okay, they're not going to work, or they're just like always low vibrated now ever since they've been around the person that's like low vibrated, or they're lazy because that person that they're with is lazy, and it shouldn't be like that, but that can take an effect on you.
You resonate with those that you surround yourself with.
Yeah,
that's why they say be mindful of the company that you keep.
Yes, that's a part of the soul ties, and when you have sex with somebody, so you have to be very careful, like who you giving your body to, because
that's definitely because there's a lot of succubusses out here, man. They'll take your soul, they'll take your energy, and then now don't get to the pockets now, because like you said, in this era of dating culture, it definitely is not from the era that, we all from the mid 90s, early 90s. We write notes. You like me not. Now it's just so microwave. It's so, what up? What's up? Like, what you got for me?
Yeah.
What you got for me?
Instant gratification, exchange,
and then after that, it's like the lust. It's a drug, bro. And then it's like they added more dopamine. They added more stuff to it.
We overstimulated. Social media.
And then pick up this phone, you scroll down, you're gonna see nothing but lust on it. So I feel like, this dating culture of this era. I don't want to sound old, but this era is definitely, like you said, like it's just like I said, like it's just like microwavable. Like you put it in there, you'll meet some person, you think you got a connection with it. 2 days later, they not even answering your phone no more because they got what they wanted out of you, or you got what you wanted out of them.
Man, that's crazy work.
And then here's another thing, like, so I answered your question, but I want to go back into like our relationship.
Right.
Like, this is reality for me. Like, this is how I feel.
Our reality.
Yeah, this is our reality of my feelings on like the soul ties. And which I can thank you for this too. I just want to say this. I never was like, even my family would tell me like I have like this wall build up, or like I never was like showing my emotions and whatever, because I would always be like so hard. I never wanted to show people how I feel. I just deal with things and stuff like that. But I know he thinks that like I'm emotional and stuff like that. But I got that from you, because like you do express yourself a lot. And I appreciate that, because it makes me express myself, and it makes me feel comfortable doing that. And it's actually healthy. Like, I'm not bottling up everything, girl. I'm not putting up a wall or something like that. So I appreciate you, just expressing yourself, because that's another soul tie. Like, I got that from you. You do that.
So that's a reversal from.
That's a positive way to think about it. Because I feel like I'm the same way with you, right? Yeah. Because it's just like, I'm not that. I'll be goofy. I'll be myself. I'll be dancing, doing goofy stuff where I would never do in front of. Would you say I'll be serious around people? Mm-hmm. But when it's me and you in the house, or me and you behind closed doors, or whatever we doing, even sometimes we in a restaurant, I do my goofy stuff. But I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
So like you said, that's the reversal. But it's always like that in life, bro. Something that's negative, you can't create a positive out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh no, am I wrong, bro?
That's how God works.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of negatives in the life stuff that come out with positive. I'm a walking example of it. I didn't experience so many things that could have been negative, but I seen the positive in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I made it through it and survived through it. And now I got something to speak of. That's the testimony, you know?
Yes.
Definitely a testimony.
Yes.
So I got another scripture I'm going to quote too. Okay. This is Proverbs 6:25 about 29. Do not let your heart be lured by her beauty or captivated by her glances, for a prostitute can reduce you to just a loaf of bread, and a married woman may hunt for your very life. So far as dealing with the temptation and the lust of not just a woman, but people in general, things of that nature. How do y'all, like, what is going on in society today? Why is the culture so messed up, and why is the households, being built the way that they are? Like, we got a lot of single mothers. We got a lot of women having children out of wedlock. We have a lot of men that are missing. And like, what can we do to repair the home structure? Because it's so messed up. So, how do we get here? Why is the home structure so destroyed? And how can we recover it?
And me personally, I feel like it has a lot to do with like the internet. And I feel like that's a step. Like if there was no internet, or if there was no like phones, let's take it all the way back to like just house phones.
We grew up with no internet.
You know what I'm saying? Or like just even house phones. Like I feel like that has a lot to do with it, because you can always secretly message somebody like on Facebook or Instagram or what is it, Snapchat or TikTok or whatever. And I feel like that has a lot to do with it, because people is sneaky because of these websites. And then it's just like a lot of people, just going back to what we said earlier in the question that you asked, I feel like people just be wanting so much stuff, like the wrong stuff out of people, and nobody want to work hard no more, for real. So it's like they just trying to get what they can get, and that's not cool. So I feel like that's where it's going wrong at. Like if your intentions is good, then you're not going to be. If everybody's intentions was pure, then we'd be okay. And it's not like that no more. So
I think everybody need to sit down and stop having so much sex with people that they're not really committed with.
That is right.
Because you going through these actions is really a commitment based on the things that the outcome that's going to come. It's like you got to practice some abstinence. Or you got to practice actually getting to know somebody before you lay down with them.
That's
you can have a one night stand, be at the club, mess around, now she's pregnant. You can end up working with somebody that you think attractive, y'all had sex. Now it's destroying your job because y'all got some situation that happened at work.
Right.
One thing I learned, for example, like one of my last connections I was in, we was dating for a while, we never had sex. And it opened up a way for me to see if I like a person more than just the lust or just the flesh fulfillment of me, having sex with them. And you start to see different aspects of a person. You be like, okay, do you really like that person if they're not giving that to you? If y'all not bonded on that type of level sexually, do y'all still see or have a connection with one another?
I feel like people, and that is right, I feel like people is just jumping into sex because like sex is so overrated. Not that it hasn't been, but now it's just like you seeing it in all the videos. You're seeing it like for real, everybody's half naked. When we was growing up, the ladies, they did have on some love, but they did have on clothes though. Like they had on capris with like a little belly top or something. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like they got on thongs, they got on these bra tops and stuff like that. Like the thing is to be naked. If you go on Facebook right now, you got girls doing the challenges.
What they say, sex sells.
It sells.
That's the people.
See, Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, so people feeling like, especially the women, and it's so sad, and I can say this because this is what I see. They feeling like they gotta give it up so easy or give it up so fast to keep the man attention, when honestly that's not even it. You know what I'm saying? Like let him get to know you. And it's sad, even on the man part, I'm not a man, but this is just what I feel and what I see. I feel like they kind of put that pressure down because it's like, okay, if you're not gonna give it to me, it's so easy to go get sex. All right, I'm gonna just go get it from Tisha. You know what I'm saying? Or the girl that's in my inbox, or the girl that made a video. So it's just so easy and it's so sad. So that's how I feel about it. What you think?
I feel like I had it in my mind too. Boom. I feel like all right. It definitely is so fast. But this is what I'm about to say. Boom. It's about the internet stuff as well. But I feel like the rundown game culture. I feel like rundown game was better back in the day because you actually meet the person face to face.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays is what you said: Instagram, Facebook, bing bang boom, whatever.
That's a good fact too.
It's easy accessibility. That's what's ruining the dating culture
or the illusion of accessibility.
Because it's still some content that you still got to play some game though, but it's more like, and then like when you outside or at a club or just out in social gathering, I feel like man and woman both be scared to speak or say something.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not early 2000s.
I don't party, you go to clubs.
Because early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Not to cut you off, baby, but even at the you could be at a coffee shop or something like that. Nobody want to approach nobody, and that's so crazy.
And then I'd rather approach a woman at a coffee shop than a club. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, like you doing like, especially if you're in the club reading a book or type on your laptop, I'm looking at you more respectfully. Yeah. Then you say you in the club twerking. See? But look though, if you're in the club twerking, my mind gonna be straight to lust. Like, okay,
but that's what you get out of that environment.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why when a man, and I can speak for myself, when you reach a certain age and status, you think and you move a certain way. You only want to be in certain crowds and environments. For me, if I'm not seeking something built out of lust, I'm not gonna be found in lustful locations. You know, so I'm not gonna be in the clubs and the bars getting drunk trying to find a chick that I could do that with, because at the end of the day, that's not somebody I want to take home. And I don't want to take you home temporarily. At the end of the day, because I mean that's only leading there. Mm-hmm. If I'm really trying to look for something that I can build with, I ain't got no business trying to find you in a strip club or in the club or something like that. You got to know what to expect. What comes with that? It's gonna be money involved. It's gonna be sex involved. It's gonna be substances involved. It's gonna be other people involved in it. Either way it goes, it's gonna be other people involved in it, because that's the environment. It's the accessibility is so high speed, like,
and like you said too, like nobody is actually taking the time out to get to know each other. Like that is really important.
That's the most important.
And to answer your question, that's why the families is not together.
Because
that's why
so
people
accessible.
Yeah.
Like you like, okay, you gonna be mad at me?
Right.
That's
or
crazy.
It's like, it's just crazy. Nobody's not taking that time out. It's not enough time being taken out. Whether, being mad at somebody or even just meeting somebody. Like, okay, well, we don't have to go out to eat, or you don't have to take me to the finest dinner or whatever. That's okay. But how about let's scratch the movies, because we're not getting to know each other. We're just watching this movie. Let's go take a walk in the park. I actually want to ask you, like, they're not asking the right questions either. That's another thing what's going on.
Okay.
Because you're finding out all of this stuff years later, and you never really get to know a person until like a couple years later. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm getting to know you.
I started seeing it 6 to 7 months in.
Yeah.
I feel like I started seeing getting layers.
Yeah,
like, okay.
That is kind of a while, but like even after like a year or two or whatever, like I can truly admit that like I'm starting to like figure out his humor. It's so crazy to say this because like we've been together for some years, but like I'm not taking it so critical. Or I'm not taking it so personal, because like I'm still figuring out who he is, and that's fine. But it's like people is not asking the right questions. They not, digging deep or even trying to understand like, okay, who this person is and why they acting like this and why is a human like this.
Also, it's like people be keeping the wall up.
Yeah, that's right.
Until they feel a certain type of comfortability.
That mask.
Yeah,
the mask. Like, but we always
or a wall of defense, or a mask is somebody that's trying to shape themselves into being what you want. So them two different things.
That's a fact. Sometimes the wall of defense is like, because I feel like my definition of wall of defense is that you're not comfortable with yourself. You feel me? Or I could do that for both of them. because you're trying to be somebody that,
or you haven't healed from your past experiences.
You're not comfortable with yourself, or like you said with the mask, it's like you're trying to just be somebody that the woman or whatever wants you to be. And then we always say that the truth is always going to come out, bro.
And when in reality, you never know. Like if you don't put on a mask or if you don't put up the wall, that person that you meet probably will end up liking you for real. Like you don't even have to do all that for real. Just if you just be yourself.
And then look. Now the crazy part. Now you put up that mask or that wall, whatever, right? And the person start liking you. Woman start liking you, right? And now you all down. Now you being this different individual. What do you think is going to happen in that relationship? It's going to be turned to turmoil.
I would say
it's going to be arguments. It's going to be domestic.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy stuff because now you put up this type of facade, and now you come down and let it down a little bit because now you think you got the woman. You think you got her in the pocket, and now you not. Now you doing all this reckless stuff, and then now all of a sudden, she like, what? This is not the person I knew. What? And then now you feel me?
It's gonna mess it up because you should have been that person from the beginning.
Yeah, you said it.
And the importance is knowing each other's value and what y'all can bring into the connection.
Yeah,
that should be addressed. Don't get me wrong; it's gonna take the actual action for a person to learn your value, but to at least be aware of your own value and then to exchange it with one another. Like, okay, this is what I want to bring to the table. This is what I want to bring to this connection. This is what I'm about. This is what I want to do, and then actually standing on it.
Yeah, or even asking them what do they expect out of a woman.
Yeah.
Not even so much more as like me. Like, what do you expect out of me? Like, basically,
like,
what do you want me to do?
And they might just get straight to it.
But I mean, and that's right too. But it's like, what type of guy are you? What type of guy are you? Like, what do you expect from a woman? Like, what do you like in a woman? And not saying that if you answer that question, then I'm gonna just try to be that person. But I probably could be that person. And then guess what? And this is where we go back into the question. People don't answer right questions. Because if I ask you that, just for prime example, like, okay, what do you expect out of a woman? And then you tell me, and then what if I'm not even that type of woman? That can avoid a lot right there. You know what? I'm not that type of woman. I ain't for you. Let's just keep it going. But people fake so much.
And then they would be like, no, it's okay.
You cannot
because the buzz is hitting too much.
Or reverse. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, reverse.
You
that
know?
Hit.
Yeah. So
eggplant mafia. All right, so since we're talking about like value, and I heard certain things like about y'all both talking about working and grinding together and building together. Y'all ever heard of a Proverbs 31 woman?
No, I haven't.
Let's hear it.
All right, so I'm gonna read some scriptures, and then y'all pretty much tell me what y'all got out of it. The words of King. All right, so this is Proverbs 31. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. What, my son, and what? The son of my womb, and what? The son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel. It is not for the kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law, and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts. Let him drink, and forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more. Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth savely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant's ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considereth a field, and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor. Yea, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates, when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates.
Amen to that. That's what I'm gonna first say. What I got out of that is it's a little joke, but I'm gonna ride with you to the don't you. You know I always say that. Yeah. That's what I got out of that. She's riding with him until like the wheels fall off. Basically, that's number one. Another thing that I got out of it is that she's not judging him, brother, what he comes with or what he's not coming with. It's just her pure intentions of just loving him and, you know, just Persian, like giving what she can and just loving them, like her husband and her kids and whoever she around for real, and him just accepting, like, okay, this is who she is, and I love her for that. That's what I got out of it.
Like me, I got like from the beginning, that first verse or two hit me. I'm saying it's the king. For me, like don't look for, like I feel like we gotta give this woman respect, but then also you gotta remain the king. You feel me? You gotta remain the king of your household, king in your relationship. It's a king in general. You feel me? But then also you gotta give your woman respect because she brings a lot to the table as well. It don't gotta be like anything. You feel me? Like I feel like a woman is like the verse said. It was one of my favorite songs too. Virtuous woman. Like that means that a woman that is knows, like she knows like how to like this, like certain stuff without even asking, without even.
It's her pure intention.
Instinct. Yeah, it's an instinct. Yeah, it's just automatic.
It's the pure intention.
It's pure intention. Yeah. So it's just like I feel like that verse is powerful. The whole chapter, if you know what you read, to go a little deeper is just like I said, like I'm a feminist. I love women to be strong. I know women are strong. I believe in that. But at the end of the day, though, the king got to be the king. You know what I mean? Like, it's not nothing against sexist, man or woman, whatever the case may be. But this is how it was written. You feel me? Like,
in our genetics,
it's in our DNA. It's in our history. It's in our bodies, and in every organ, vein. Now to flip it a little bit, with the modern era, a lot of these women want to be the king.
Yeah.
And that's also intruding or invading the culture with you ask that about what's messing up the homes with the single mothers and the parents and not being together, because I feel like a lot of women, they don't want to accept that role no more. They want to be the king.
What's wrong with being the queen?
You heard me?
The queen ain't weak.
What's wrong with being the queen? But
the queen ain't weak.
Why would you want to be a king when you can be a queen? And then the queen is right there by the king's side.
And has her roles and things to do as well.
Exactly. She has her everything. And then, you got to chop it up before anything.
Yeah.
You feel me? Before any move being made, before any decision, anything, we got to make sure. We got to understand it. Exactly. You see on chess, who's by the other side? The king and the queen, right there on the chessboard.
Right. Yeah.
And everybody else, some stronger and some weaker.
Everybody got their roles.
Exactly.
That's what's going on in the household. It's the dysfunction of roles. It's competition.
Yeah.
It's a lot of competition going on, especially in the black culture, the black community. It's like the man versus the woman.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that is
it's,
sad.
I know it's by design. It's been architect, it's been
And us from
orchestrated and put
watching.
together for us to be at each other's throats. So that's another problem on why we can't, come back together. That goes back to that question when I was asking, like, why is the homes being separated and things of that nature? It's like, that's one big conflict that we have.
I feel like another thing is that people are just going off of what they see, like women, and they feel like it's so much pressure on my sister, or it's so much pressure on my friend, it was so much pressure on my mom, or it's so much pressure on the woman that I'm seeing nowadays. So it's like I gotta be this strong person. And it's like, for real, no, you don't. Just kind of let that guard down a little bit.
Just
But
be you.
yeah, just be you. And I feel like so that's on the woman end. But like what I'm getting from the woman, they're just basically saying that the men, I don't know if it's the men that they're attracting, but most of the time they're saying that the man is putting a little bit too much pressure on them. And to a certain extent, I feel like the black man sometimes does put a lot of pressure on the woman, because in which I kind of agree. This is a 50-50 thing for me. It's like I kind of agree, and I understand more than agreeing, because it's like it's so hard for the black man. So it's like they going through so much in this world. Not saying that we aren't, because we get treated like crap on our jobs too. We get treated like crap, and just in the world, just being out, just by being a black woman. But the black man is going through so much. Prime example, like not saying that they don't own anything or they don't have businesses or anything, but most of the white men do. Most of the Arabic men do. Most of the Mexican men do. So it's like they don't want to. I feel like what's coming in between the homes is like they don't want to keep on working these little jobs and getting paid this much money. They want to be able to tell their woman to sit at home too. They want to be able to tell her, you know what, make sure the food is cooked. Make sure you take care of the kids. Make sure you have the clothes clean. They want to be able to. I know, that just go without saying.
That was the value from.
But let me finish my statement real quick, because this I really do feel strong about this, and it's like that's where I feel like the black woman should kind of lay off a little bit, try to just have just like a little bit understanding, because it's like the black man is really going through so much mentally. Like it would tear me down if I was supposed to be the dominant or the provider, and I can't be because I don't really have a chance in my I don't really have a chance in my country. They're not giving me all this money to start a business. It's not that easy for me as the Arabic man, as the white man. I can't go buy this big old house. I can't go take out loans. I can't give my little son or my daughter 50,000. You want to be this? Here come 50,000, go to college. Or here come 50,000 to start a business. We can't, that's not our lives. You feel me? So it's like we need to just lay off a little bit on a black man and just try to have a little bit of understanding.
Start loving on each other.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then I feel like I'm gonna just say one more thing, and that's where the disconnect is coming from, because they don't want to be in homes. It's a little bit too hard for them, and they just like, you know what, just fuck it, just excuse me, but they just say just forget the whole thing. I don't even want to do this no more. I feel like that plays a part, and honestly, I kind of would too, to a certain extent. I would work hard, but it's like that's hard. That's putting a lot of pressure on somebody. I'm supposed to be the dominant person, but I can't be, because it's like she's expecting so much from me, and I can't do it because I'm not getting a chance out in this world. So you know what? Just skip it. And then the woman, they just like, okay, well, you're supposed to be this way. You're supposed to do this. I got a better job, and so I'm not listening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's where we intertwine and the disconnect comes from, and I hate that so bad, because I believe in black love.
For me, right, I feel like black woman is the strongest woman, Like I'm a black man, so obviously we physically and DNA you stronger. But I feel like the black woman is strong. Like they're the strongest. And of course, as a black man, I've been through turmoil. I got testimony for days. I've been through a lot of situations, right? But also, I feel like you said it though, a lot of pressure on the black man. But you said that you feel like the black man, or not a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put pressure on the woman. I'll be feeling like it's the switcheroo,
Okay.
meaning that. Well, you said it though in a certain way, but I'm gonna say it as a black man way. Right?
Okay.
I feel like when a man is trying to make ends meet, do what he can, you feel me? Some women, that's not enough. They want that new Louis. They want that new purse. They want this XYZ. You feel me? So it's just like, and then speaking of my experiences, I'm okay. Like, yo, I'm comfortable. Like, yo, as long as I got roof over my head, gas in that car, food in that fridge, simplicity. Some women, they want the. I mean,
that's why it's important to be equally yoked with who you're dealing with. So that way y'all can align that.
Yeah, what our goals are. Because some women want. I'm gonna lie, I love the finest things. I would do when it's necessary. I would go. Like, you feel me? Like, I love fashion. I love certain stuff. But at the end of the day, though, when it comes down to the top priorities, that comes first. You know what I mean? And then, far as like, it's just like the men. I rebuttal. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure on black men. Like, especially, like where type of situations. All black men is not the same. Or all men, period, is not the same. We grow different, and we never got to choose our parents, right? So we was raised into some stuff that we had nothing to know about.
Experiences.
Yep. But then as us, we have to be strong and have to fight our way out of that mind state. Even though sometimes it still might be lingering, but you still got to have the strength to keep going forward. It's one thing about me. I'm never content. Me personally, I'm never content. I always want to go forward. What's the next step? What's the next hurdle I can jump over?
Yeah.
And a lot of other black men, it's not like that. Well, I'm not just saying black men, but you know what I mean. Like, keep talking about like something I can relate to. Some like I seen a lot of guys I grew up with in my neighborhood in the Bronx. They was content of being I'm Big Blood, or I'm Crip, or I'm the neighborhood bully,
dealer,
whatever. And then I'm the top drug. I'm getting the most money. I'm taking your sales, or I'm
yo chicks. All that.
No, I ain't gonna say my chicks now. You feel me? No, I'm gonna be serious. But nah, seriously though, it's just like I've always felt like it's the mind state of the individual. Like you said, the yoke started off like you like what can we not mentally or physically no, mentally, not physically relate to. Like, we can have great sex all day, but our minds is not clicking. You feel me? Like, you could be like you said, you could be over there on a Louis section and socks, and I could be over here trying to pay DTE. You feel me? Like,
right, facts.
Yeah.
Priorities. So sometimes you got this, like you said, you got to just have that. But at the end of the day, as a man, when trying to have a woman that what you read too, you looking at it as for a body, right? Sometimes men be looking at a woman at their body, and then they come with that Louis section and socks, and now you walking her around like, yeah, I got the baddest one. That don't matter, because she don't even love you anyway. She love what you got in your wallet.
That's right. Yeah.
You feel me?
That's where the tricks come in. Tricks like they gonna capitalize on that, because that's exactly what they want. But then when you're dealing with a man that want more than that, that's when he fall flat on his face, because he found out. That's why I say them intentions in the beginning is important. Even though people be hiding their intentions, but at least you can kind of see the signs. Yeah, right. Y'all might go out for dinner or something. And then she going beyond with this, that. Oh, we ain't going out if we ain't going to Ruth Chris. We ain't going out if we ain't going to Ocean Prime. We ain't going out if we ain't going, You start seeing the characteristics in the person. And it's beyond knowing your own value, because, you just getting to know somebody, You should be able to go out on a date with somebody and don't even got to spend $1 for real. Like you said, going to the park or something like that. But you'll know a person for real because they be like, nah, they ain't trying to do that because they didn't want to test your worth based on your pockets.
And then it's crazy because I tried this. Well, this is in New York. Michigan is more nature out here, right?
Yeah.
I tried that in New York a few times when I was younger and stuff. Let's walk to the park. Let's go by the water.
Right.
And that instantly red flag, because it's like,
Roki.
No,
that's what they think. Though.
Yeah, they're thinking that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Might say, no, not
right.
me.
That's what they think, though. You feel?
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, why he ain't trying to take down the
Why you not trying to get to eat or give me something to drink or buy me some weed?
Right.
No, that's too easy. Like, if I wanted that from you, I would just initially just say, yo, I got a fifth of honey, I got an eighth of weed. What's the word?
Right.
Like you say, the attention to start off.
That's what you said earlier. You was talking about they come with some interaction. It's an exchange.
You said it, So look, I got the ding ding. What you got for me? But you see, the mindset is different now, man. The older you get, the older I get, at least.
Yeah.
All right, so look, we about to tie back in from the scriptures I spit earlier, the Proverbs 21. So we was talking about the woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to talk about the man. So this is Ephesians 22. You know, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not to having a spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourisheth and cherisheth, even as the Lord of the church. For we are the members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh. This is a great mystery, but I speak concerning Christ and the church. Nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife, even as himself, and the wife see that she reverence her husband. Which I get from that.
We'll go first?
Yeah.
Yep. This is basically what I said. It's a re-innovation. Like, the king is the king, the man is the man. Like, but at the end of the day, you need your wife. Like that's what we was here for. It's a man and woman.
Flesh of my flesh.
It's a man and a woman. Like, I know this day and age, I'm gonna get into that deep other stuff, but that's
yeah.
You feel me?
It don't even make sense.
Yeah, none of that stuff. I don't understand that. It's a man and it's a woman. This is the reason why God made a man and a woman, because they need to be together. One day, or not one day, but like the part of your life, you need to have that connection. Because, don't get me wrong, it's hard in the Bible as well. Man was, like, they did good, and the woman, but at the end of the day, though, they came together, like they got married or something like that, and they hit me be. But at the end of the day, though, what he said, though, the wife got to be obedient. It's like I said, let the king be the king and the queen be the queen. Sometimes, and this is even deeper now, because going, like you said, we're in 2025 now. So it's just like some men want to be queens.
Yeah.
And then the woman going to be the king. This is like, this all out of whack.
And sugar mamas and sugar daddies.
Sugar mamas, yup. And then you got a dude 30 years old, then you talking about, yeah, baby. What? or vice versa. Or like I say, even the dudes is not like being a man. Like, imagine a woman, like a strong, well, obviously, that's not going to mesh, but imagine a dude trying to talk to a strong-willed woman, like a black queen. You feel me? Like, he just like, yeah, I just want to sit around and while you go out and work and stuff. How do you know how that household is going to be in 2 to 3 years? 1 to 3 years. If he's just sitting around and being, baby do this, baby do that, and she going out to work and you just sitting on your behind. Come on, bro. Like, I feel like like I said, king, queen, and hold each other accountable for your priorities, and make sure your priorities is understood and met. You feel me? I don't know if I answered that question right, but I feel like that's a good statement though.
I feel like no, I can definitely agree with that. What I got out of it is like it's more of like a balance thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely equally up.
yeah, it's like you need, like you were saying, baby, like a woman and a man belongs together. A man and a woman need each other. You know what I'm saying? They balance each other out better than what's going on today. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you need to, like you say, you need to submit to your wife. You need to submit to your husband and stuff like that. Like that's the only way it's really gonna work. If you actually like listen and you actually believe in their word and you actually just like, you know, just be a wife, or just be a husband. And
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
And this being a wife doesn't mean that this cooking and cleaning.
No, it doesn't.
You feel me? It means that it's more than that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know though because they never seen it.
Exactly.
They parents, they come from parents that's not married, grandparents that's not married. It's been a cycle of, you know, either divorces or people that just never married before. So what do you do when you don't have anybody to show you an example on how to be that?
I feel like that doesn't matter to me. Honestly, I really do feel like that doesn't matter.
So you are your own individual.
Yes, that's what I feel like. That's what's more important. Like you are your own individual. Like you definitely just like that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like even though you never seen that before, it's like okay, yeah, I never grew up with nobody. Well, I have, but like people in the world, if they want to use that for an example,
Right.
you can't not just base your feelings or your mental off of that. Like I never seen I didn't grow up in a household with a man and a woman, or I didn't grow up with married parents.
So
or
you don't believe that your parents instill a lot of things that you can carry into your life to benefit you in the future? You don't think it starts within the home?
To a certain percentage, yeah. But I feel like you as your own person, and is this what you want? Because I might not agree with what my mom did. I might not agree with what my grandmother did. I might not agree with what I seen my great grandma do. I've been around my mama, I've been around my grandma, and I've been around my great grandma. There's a lot of stuff that those three ladies that, and this is just real, I don't agree with. I wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? So I love him off of how I love. You know what I'm saying? Like now as far as what I can say is, and I appreciate just being at the table. Like, you know, I care about us eating together. That's what I grew up on. Like, you know, when the dinner is done, we're not eating separately. I grew up on eating. When you're a family, you eat together. Right. When you wake up, you clean up. You talk about what you're finna do. This is the weekend. We got to wash our clothes. We got to get stuff together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like that is it. But as far as loving somebody, no, you love somebody on how you love somebody. And I feel like that's the way it should be. You don't love somebody off of what you seen. It's like, and then what if that love wasn't even right? That's so right. Now that's messing up. Honestly, that can affect your relationship.
It can affect your life.
It can affect your life, because what if I'm loving you how, you know what I'm saying, of what I seen, and you be looking at me like, what if you don't agree with that? Yeah, what if you don't agree with that? And there's a lot of things that I don't agree with neither. So I'm purely loving you off of how I love.
Like me individually, like, you know, I'm so happy. You know, you grew up with that line. You got a big family, mom, grandma, great grandma, bing bang. Like you go down the line. Mm-hmm. You feel me? I didn't grow up that way. You know, I might have seen my grandma on my mother's side twice. As far as I mean, I was a little infant, maybe more, but as far as like my knowledge, like one time where I can remember seeing her. And on my father's side, she was, you know, she resented my father from the beginning. So she looked at me as another split image of
your dad.
My dad. So we never had no connection. But I say all that to say that, you know, I wasn't raised in a family. But I say that to say that, like I said, you're your own individual, because you can, your mind, everybody their own individual. I said that already, right? You can have you in your mind, your spirit, or however, old you are, whatever the mind you have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to do with yourself?
That's right.
How do you want to represent yourself? Like every day I wake up, I go to work or whatever the case may be, I'll walk out that door of the house. I'm gonna make sure I'm official. I'm representing for not only myself, for my woman. I'm making sure that we clean, we good, we not going outside like crazy or looking crazy, or not even about the physical or the visual standpoint, the mental as well.
Right.
And
Letting
then
people
if
get
you
in our
don't,
minds,
don't let
trying
nobody
to control what we should be doing.
Yeah,
and what we're not
Y'all
doing.
getting ready to be protected before y'all go out in the world.
Yeah, we
That's
protected.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
we protected.
I gotta ask y'all this then. Do y'all like pray together? Like, do y'all have a divine influence
she be
operating
praying.
through
She
y'all
praying.
relationship?
We do
Like,
pray.
do y'all feel like God is within y'all connection?
Mhm.
And y'all seen
Big
him?
time.
Yeah.
So how has God manifested for y'all in y'all connection? Like, what can y'all recall based on from when y'all first met each other to where y'all at now, and the understanding that y'all receive?
For me, I feel like just having a little bit more patience and the trust that I have for the Lord. I know that things will get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think because the Lord is in our relationship, I pray. I pray, baby, a lot. And we pray. We do pray together.
No, not sometimes. We pray.
Yeah, we do. So it's like, I feel like that has a lot to do with it. Just trusting the Lord and making sure, like, just because I trust Him, I know that He's gonna keep us together. He's gonna keep us protected. And the way that I feel about you and stuff like that is kind of like, I don't know. It's just so deep. It's so much that I can say about it. But this is just a prime example. Like, because I believe in the Lord so much, I know that He would just keep us together and keep us. It just makes me have more patience. It just makes me not spaz out. It just makes me just be a little bit more calm. Like, God wouldn't want me to spaz out on my love like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even I've gotten better. You know what I'm saying? I got better.
Yeah.
I got better. But everything is a learning process. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is a learning process, and everything is a learning process too. So it's like, the more we be together, the more we pray together, it definitely helps. Like, okay, no, I love Him, and God won't want me to treat my love like this. Let me just relax, and I know that you love me too. So it's like, you won't want me to be acting God. You know what I'm saying? So that God does play a big part in our relationship for me.
My answer is so sweet and simple. What's for God, we will not be together.
That's right.
That's a fact, because
that's a fact.
all the turmoil, I said it was with a baby shower. All that turmoil, all the stuff we've been through, we still here together. That's only God.
Yeah.
That's only God. Even with my little Josiah's, that's only God, man. Mm-hmm. Even though, it's not what God might have wanted in this situation, but this is what we got.
This is what, and I'm happy with it.
Me too. No regrets.
No regrets.
You said Josiah, huh?
Josiah, yes.
And that was based from biblical name, Josiah?
Okay, first it was Josiah.
King of Judah?
Yes.
First it was Josiah.
It was actually Judah at first.
Remember? Oh yeah, we said Judah at first.
And then it was Josiah, but we changed it to Josiah, yes, because it's like,
you want to be a little different. You know what I mean? We understand it though, but we want to be, And then I didn't want to bring this is another thing about
Josiah was the 16th king.
Yeah, I read about him.
Most important.
Yeah.
You know how we talked about like the family and stuff? Like my father, like my name is Kenneth. My father's name is Kenneth. So I'm a junior technically. And I didn't want to, how we said like how the
legacy.
And then the legacy from my father to me, like I'm not gonna say I'm a bad person, but I did make a lot of mistakes. And I just wanted to give him a fresh start. He got my last name for sure, but he don't gotta be no third. You feel me? Like you can have his fresh name, and the knowledge that I got, I'm gonna give it everything I got in my mind, my mental, everything I learned. I love to learn stuff every day. So everything I learned, I'm gonna give it to him, and he got a little fresh start. So I want him, like, that's how I feel about me. Like, I feel like I was my father and XYZ like we was in like a little bubble. You feel what I'm trying to say? So it's just like I feel like I'm the one that broke that bubble. Like a lot of other people in my family, like a lot of my father, you know, I got 4 sisters and a brother and stuff like that. I'm not talking ill or down, but I'm the one that actually, you feel me, like got out of that,
fighting off a lot of
fighting off a lot of this
curses
stuff,
and cycles and habits.
and just got out of the regular situation, you know, as far as the government and assistance and thing. And man, I'm work, you know, come on, and I do certain things like where I feel like yo, and I look at some of my people, I'll be like, man,
Do you pray for them?
My pops,
Your people, your peoples that's
peoples?
going through certain cycles that you feel like you broken out of.
I mean,
do you enforce spiritual influence,
positivity? I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been thinking much about them because I know that's probably a bad thing to say, but it's the truth. I'm not gonna lie on this thing. Mm-hmm. We just talked about it earlier before you came in. Like like one of my older sisters, my older sister actually. It's like I try so hard. Like I put myself in certain predicaments to help other people, and it still end up being the same result. So it's like, you know, how much are you going to keep helping or trying for somebody that's not trying to help and do for themselves? Me, every day, like I said, I'm not content. Every day I wake up, I want to get more. With like, it's not about money, lust, or nothing like that, but I want to be a better man first and foremost. Make sure my family, me and my girl, me and my wife, be good. You feel me? But other people, they wake up and just be like, I mean, I ain't drinking a beer, but they wake up and you want to, you feel me? Like, or like certain stuff like that. I'm not going to support that. And then when I do reach out and try to show love, they just look at me. It's like, oh, you did big, and technically, I did do a lot of better, but
they feel the accountability, and it's like a mirror being pointed on them. Or it's like, you know, for their shortcomings in life, based on them not growing from certain things and seeing you growing from it, they kind of try to hold it against you as if you doing something wrong. It's just really you just expose certain things that they have to work on themselves as well.
And not only that, right? I'm my father's only son, and I'm damn near a split image of my father, and they all have some type of resentment against him because he wasn't a good father, right? So now I feel like they try to bring that energy because he gone. You feel me? He gone. He where he at.
So you got to pray against that.
And I feel like they try to bring that energy. That's why I don't.
Familiar spirits.
That's the reason why I don't even associate myself with that no more. Even though like I try to when I do try to associate with it, I try to bring positivity, you know. But it always comes down to, can I hold something? What you got?
Do you feel like it's a lot of pressure on you from them?
Yeah, that's why I just be like, I don't answer the phone. I don't do certain stuff because it's like I know they're gonna try to butter me up, and the next thing you know,
they want something.
Well, do you ever like tell them how you feel? Do you feel like it's even worth it?
I feel like I did to my older sister, Lenny.
Okay.
But her
was she intoxicated? Maybe you should try to catch her at like a sober mindset.
When it's not funny, it's the truth. It's like it's really sad. When
sometimes you gotta send a text message.
No, I'm saying,
believe it or not,
I had did it. I did it.
It always
because they might reread it. Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm sorry to my family. You know, like look where I'm at. I moved to Michigan by myself when I was 18, pushing 19 years old. I left no family in Michigan. And any person that has family, a good supporting cast, you think they would just move away from the people like that?
At that young age.
That was big. At that young age?
Yeah, that was big. Shoot,
no supporting cast. I came out here because I wanted to do better. And then, like I said, I had bumps in the road. You know? But overall, it's been more positivity than the bumps.
And I want to say one more thing about God too. It's not just like the negative or whatever. It's also the positive. Like when we want to do stuff, or like when we feel like we want to be saved, or we want God to put us in a better predicament, we do pray for that. And I can say so far, like we have gotten there. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll pray, like God, please let us, let us make it safe here, or please God, let this work out for us, or please God, let us just work this out. And he does. So,
and it's not only about just asking him for stuff. It's about just saying
thanking
thank
him.
you.
We are so big on that in our prayer too. Like
always
we
say,
thank you so much. Yes.
You got to do that.
Yeah.
So it's only right that we close this out with some prayers,
Okay.
That we go ahead and just take it full in, and we can pray for. I'm gonna pray for y'all.
Okay.
Y'all situation, what y'all got going on. I'm gonna pray for the people watching. Pray for myself. When there's two or more present, God is there, listening, ears wide open. And guess what? We got 3 plus more.
Exactly.
So we're gonna dive in deep. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, Abiyah, come in the name of Yahusha Hamashiach, Christ the Messiah. To plead the blood of Christ over this relationship, over this connection that it builds, that it comes to a higher level, that it cannot be broken, no matter what the kingdom of darkness or any of the enemies or anybody operating out of jealousy, envy, spite, those who know these people personally and they want to see them fail, we rebuke that. We pray against that. And instead, I pray that you bring these two together and that they are able to serve a purpose, a higher and divine purpose, as well as achieve whatever it is they may put their mind to. And for those that's watching as well, may we all have an enlightenment phase within our life where it allows us to draw closer to God, and that we recognize the patterns, the signs, the signals, the messages, the influence, the encouragement, the grace, everything that God may bestow within us in our lives, that we are here with open ears, open eyes, open in the spirit, hearing, and that we don't miss out on that is divinely given to us. I pray that nothing can shake the foundation that we stand on from this point on, and that we are able to move with a better accord, better sensitivity to what's going on in the unseen, operating to affect us in this world here as well. I pray that none of this get broken up. This is a union right here. This is a connection. It's a new life being built as well. And just as Josiah was a king, may you raise up a king in the spirit as well in Josiah's. The Heavenly Father, gratitude and appreciation for all those that's listening as well. May you continue to lead them on the path that they receive, that they also find their roles, that they may be able to give in the step into the kingdom more. Hallelujah. Amen.
Hallelujah. Amen.
Amen. So thank you y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the video and to the channel. That your way y'all stay updated with everything. Show some love. We got some good peoples in here. Y'all done heard them talk about a little bit of everything. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Peace.